Hi there, welcome to another edition on GH Brains, and today we are looking at mensuration, that is plain figures, and today is all about mathematics here. Today we're looking at this. A circle of radius 7 centimeters is inscribed in a square. Find the area of the space between the square and the circle. So we are going to solve this, and this is how. Alright, so to solve this question, you have to draw the square. So we draw the square, and within the square we put in a circle. That is, we inscribe a circle in the square. So we have the circle in the square. Now from the question, we are told that the radius of the circle is 7 centimeters. So we indicate the radius of the circle from the center of the circle to any part of the circumference of the circle. The radius of a circle is the distance from the center of the circle to any part on the circumference of the circle. So that is the radius of the circle, and from the question it is 7 centimeters. Alright, okay, so now let us look at how the circle relates to the square. If you look at the relationship between the circle and the square, it's very clear that the distance, that is the length of the square, is twice the radius of the circle. If you look at the length of the square, that is from one end of the square to the other, you can see that it occupies twice the radius of the circle. So the length of the square is equal to 2 times the radius of the circle. And what is the radius of the circle? Of course, the radius of the circle is 7 centimeters. So if the length of the square is equal to 2 times the radius of the circle, then that means that the length of the square is equal to 2 times 7 centimeters, and that gives 14 centimeters. Alright, so now that we know the length of the square, we can calculate the area of the square. Now the idea here is that if we want to find the area between the square and the circle, then we have to find the area of the square, find the area of the circle, and after that we subtract the area of the circle from that of the square. The area of the square is given by length times length, or length squared, or simply we can say L squared, where L is the length of the square. So if the length of the square is 14 centimeters, then we can say that the area equals 14 centimeters squared. Now when we square 14 centimeters, we are going to get 196 centimeters squared. That is 196 centimeters squared. Okay, so now we know the area of the square. Let us look at the area of the circle. Now the area of a circle is given by pi r squared, where pi is a constant. Pi is 22 over 7, or 22 out of 7, and r is the radius of the circle. So the area of a circle is going to be 22 over 7 times 7 centimeters squared. Of course, the radius of the circle is 7 centimeters, so we are going to have 22 out of 7 times 7 centimeters squared. And when we simplify this, we get 154 centimeters squared. So this brings us to this. The area of the square is 196 centimeters squared, and the area of the circle too is 154 centimeters squared. So this implies that the area of the space between the square and that of the circle is equal to 196 centimeters squared minus 154 centimeters squared. Hence, the area of the shaded portion or region, or in between the two plane figures, is 42 centimeters squared. So that is that, but don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is GH Brains. Go there for anything about education, mathematics, science, anything else, and entertainment. I will see you next time.